Education equals hope, a world where dreams take flight. Together we can make it so, transform the day from night.
My name is Celeste Bundy, and I'm the Executive Director of Education Equals Hope. Education Equals Hope exists to provide for the education of students who are living in desperate and difficult situations. And the point of this podcast is to introduce you to the amazing people that you guys get to be a part of the lives of our partners around the world, so that you are aware of all of the good work that you are helping to provide. So this morning, I want to introduce you to Isaac and Susan Rafunda. Isaac and Susan are the founders and directors of Uganda Family Spirit here in Masindi, Uganda. You guys have joined us and over the past couple of weeks as we have journeyed through Africa, and today our stop is at Uganda Family Spirit. So Isaac and Susan, thanks so much for being a part of the podcast.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We appreciate.
Family Spirit Children's Center was started in the year 2002 by people living with HIV and AIDS. When it started, we were taking children to government schools. Unfortunately, due to stigma, some head teachers avoided our children until when we had to start a primary school of our own. We started it with children who had lost their dear ones, and others were HIV positive. We ourselves, we are living HIV positive, and at least we had an idea of how to care for children living with HIV. Family Spirit doesn't care only for children living with HIV, but we also care for other children with disability, other children who have lost their dear ones, other children who have been affected by gender violence, other children who have been displaced and abandoned. All the children are brought by the government, not we, picking them on the street. However, I'm very appreciative that the community and the government currently appreciates. It allows us to operate and also attract people who can support us. We are so blessed that we got Education Equals Hope, and we are so thankful that we are with you here. When you came in, it made everyone very happy. Children were very happy. Children were even more excited. They had planned some activities to receive you, as you saw. We were very, very happy. The teachers and staff, all of us were very happy, and we are still very happy. We shall keep it in our mind, saying that these are the special days. However, we also meet some others, few challenges. But yesterday, everything as if whatever we shared as challenges, but it almost ended. We are saying, please, let's get together for the better of these children. Thank you.
So Isaac, you've been at this work for 23 years.
Yes.
And you both still have a smile on your face, a bright shining in your eyes. Susan, tell us a little bit about the school. What does the environment here look like? How many teachers do you have? How many students?
Yeah.
As the headmistress of the school.
Yeah, thank you. I'm the head teacher, Susan. It's a lovely environment, conducive for learning for children, as well as a home. We have a total of 252 learners. We have classes ranging from kindergarten. We have two sections of kindergarten. We have baby and top class. Then we have primary section, that is primary 1 up to primary 7. And the one who are in kindergarten are promoted every after year to another class. And those who are in primary school, they also get promoted at the end of the year to another class. So that is it. And we have a teaching staff of 13 teachers.
And yesterday, as the teachers were introducing themselves, the majority of them have been here for 7 years or more.
Yeah, 7 and more.
Yes. So again, the dedication that Susan and Isaac bring to this beautiful school trickles down to the teachers, impacts these young, beautiful children. I'm so excited that we're doing this podcast on site so that you can see the students kind of milling about as they go to and from class. I literally get cold chills every time I'm here in Uganda, although it's not cold, just to clarify, but the spirit that is here is one of hope and peace and joy. So thank you for inviting us to be here, to allow us to share a few days with you all. I know that the school was initially started to support, as you mentioned, Isaac, students who had HIV. How many students that are currently enrolled are HIV positive?
We have a total of 36 currently living with HIV, and I'm happy with the support we are getting. Even you can't identify today that this one is living HIV and this one is different, because they are now getting all meals, they are getting nutrition, and now their bodies have all like any other child.
Yeah.
So in those days, you used to say, this one I suspect is HIV positive, but now there is no suspicion. Unless I tell you privately that maybe the other one is living with the HIV. However, since we have now up to primary 7, these children have to continue with education.
Right.
That's
yeah.
one of the biggest challenges now we get. Continuing with education, secondary schools, that is the higher institutions, are very, very expensive. That's where we always get a challenge. If our children can do well, right now we're expecting some very good grades, but after primary 7, they have to join secondary. And
Yes.
secondary it requires paying money. That's why I call upon all well-wishers to come in, and then we support these children's education so that they can become independent. Over 50% are children who don't have even a single relative.
Wow.
And our will would be these children to become independent and maybe getting work, and then they serve themselves. So that is a humble request. That's one of the biggest challenges we always get. Now children are studying, but now, after primary 7, what next? That's
Yeah.
it.
So as you make your way down the road to Uganda Family Spirit, before you pull into this beautiful gate that welcomes you to this amazing place, there's a mini vocational school, right? So right on the other side of the campus. What do they teach at the vocational school?
We teach something like welding and repairing motorcycles.
Oh,
That's one of the activities we give knowledge to the few. But as you know, most of these children, others would wish to do other subjects like building, that is civil engineering, or any other thing for the better of their life. So this one can be done, yes, but it requires also to add on a knowledge in a government technical institution where someone can be there for 3 years and then gets better knowledge and gets a certificate. What we are doing here, we don't give, apart from recommending them to go for other courses, but this one is just a local knowledge we are giving.
it's a little bit of like a micro business, a
Yes.
small business that
Yeah.
people come and
They learn for a short period of time and they go,
okay.
like 6
Yes.
months or 3 months.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, think of the impact of that Uganda Family Spirit literally thinks outside of the walls. Like, how can we impact our local community? How can we have our students go to the next level to become functioning, positive members of the society here in Masindi? So it just is another testimony of your love and support for the students here. Susan, as the headmistress, what is your favorite thing about Uganda Family Spirit?
My favorite thing, my happy, is to see that all children study and go through P7 and then maybe continue with further studies so that they can acquire a better job to earn a living in future when they grow up. Then I also wish them good health, like the one who are HIV positive, those who are having epilepsy, like those who have mental cases and others. I wish them to be supported in their various capacities, because we do provide, we don't give inclusive education because we don't have special teachers who do special needs education.
Sure.
Like Shivan, she need a special need teacher who can teach her, and even teach her sign language, which I did not learn. But in other school outside, there are people who can teach sign language, and she can be supported there. And we have also Brian. Brian has poor speech. He cannot even talk properly, but he understands, he can write,
Yes.
he can read, he knows what he's doing, but he cannot read for you to understand it better. So he needs sign language, he needs another attention to
Maybe
make
some
him.
speech therapy.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
Last night at our team dinner, we were sharing moments of hope, impact that we saw here yesterday. And Brian came up numerous times. We'll have to put his photo in the podcast so you guys can see him. But he, as we were getting our tour, Susan showed us the storage closet where some of the funding that you guys provide to Uganda Family Spirit provides soap and diapers, sanitary napkins for the teenage girls that are here, all of those hygiene items. And Brian came and joined us on this tour. He's 14, but I would probably say has the mental capacity of a 5 or 6 year old. And he joins us on this tour. He walks into the storage closet and he immediately kneels down and prays. And just that spirit of gratitude was very moving for all of us. So thank you for instilling that, I can't even think of the words, but just like the gratitude, the hope that when we got to meet Brian in October 2023, over the past 18 months, he has grown by leaps and bounds in his communication. So thank you for pouring into his life.
Please,
Yes.
you're welcome.
And I wish you went and saw how he writes very nicely.
Yeah.
You can even read the books.
Wow.
His handwriting is the best.
Wow.
You'll
Yeah,
visit
you
him.
do.
You'll visit him in the
Yes,
class
we'll have to
and
do
see
that.
how he's
Check on the
doing
books.
it.
Yeah.
You can't believe that he's Brian doing it. But he can even read for you, but due to the stammering.
Yes.
Cannot speak
Yeah,
up.
well, I know Mika did an interview with Susan yesterday about Brian. So follow us on social media on Instagram and Facebook to meet Brian, hear a little bit more about his story. I guess I want to every time I want to say this to you guys, because anytime I am in the States and I'm talking about Uganda Family Spirit, the way that I describe this beautiful place is it's a piece of heaven. When
We are so happy.
when we read about the gates of heaven, and when you come to the front gate here at Uganda Family Spirit, all are welcome, all are included. It doesn't matter if you are a refugee from South Sudan, if you are differently abled, if you are HIV positive, if you are an orphan, whatever you come to that gate with, you are loved, you are accepted, you are seen,
Absolutely.
you are valued, you're treated as a son and daughter
Yeah.
of Uganda Family Spirit. And so I wish that you all could come and just drink this in, this wonderful spirit. We know that's not possible for everyone, but so appreciate you guys joining us for this time with Isaac and Susan. Know that we greatly appreciate both of your hard work. And just again, want to speak a little bit into, as Isaac has mentioned a few times throughout the podcast, of the challenges. Right now, Education Equals Hope is able to provide funding for food and teacher salaries to Uganda Family Spirit. And unfortunately, right now, we're not able to meet all of that budget. But there are needs for farming. They have a beautiful farm. If you want to share a little bit about the farm.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes, please.
Yeah. We have a farm where at least a total of 15 acres We are keeping some few animals there. And as of per now, we have some 4 acres of maize. It is a very good size now, and we expect at least some good results. However, on the farm, like last year, we had a challenge. The challenge was drought.
Drought, yeah.
So we lost almost each and everything, but we didn't lose hope. We continued. And this year, maize is doing well, and we shall share some of the photos.
Oh, please,
Yeah,
yes.
we shall share some of the photos. And on the farm, how we should have been starting sort of irrigation. One friend, we requested for water. We have put a water, but what is lacking there, we need to improve on that water because it is like a borehole like this one. But if we could put a solar pump, and then we get tanks, that water could help us water some of the crops, and drought wouldn't get us again.
Oh, yes.
And we need more vegetables.
Our target is having vegetables, which is good for nutrition for these young ones. As you saw the population, we have more children who are 8 years and below.
Oh, okay.
And those ones, most of them are too vulnerable. They didn't breastfeed, and they need a lot of nutrition. Buying it is even expensive, but if we could have our own from the farm, I think it could be very good for everyone, even including the old ones, which is part of the nutrition. Natural nutrition in Uganda is the best.
Yes, absolutely. Natural nutrition anywhere is the best, right?
yeah.
If we can grow our own food and share that with 250 children, I mean, think of the difference that's going to make in their stature and their health and their learning ability. We all know that hungry children cannot learn. And Susan, I know that over the past probably year, maybe year and a half, you were at one point only able to provide 1 meal a day to the students, but now you're able to provide 3 meals.
meals, yeah. And their health has improved. Some used to have skin irritation, and they could scratch even the head, but their skins are smooth, and they are feeding well. And we make sure we add a lot of vegetables in the food to improve on their immunity, like these children who have HIV, and they need a lot of vitamins, even proteins, but we provide what is enough and what is there. So that will be very important. And we appreciate for your support.
Yeah, I know we have some friends in our community who have done great work around the world in agriculture. So if you guys have any comments or connections of places that might be willing or interested to learn more about the needs of the farm, please send us a note or drop a comment on the podcast, and we would definitely follow up on that. The ripple effect, again, of helping with the farm is that the feeding budget would drastically reduce if we could help get this farm up and going. So the ROI, or the return on investment, for all of you business people is grand. It is probably more than I can even put into words. So if that is a project that you would be interested in learning about, please reach out and let us know about that. Definitely wanted to mention, I felt like we were kind of coming to a part of a closing on the podcast, but wanted to make sure that you guys fully understand the impact that you're making here with helping with food, helping with teacher salaries. We had many conversations yesterday of just extreme gratitude of having a regular salary. Can you imagine going to your job and not being paid? So thank you for your support to make that happen. And then what's amazing is that a lot of teachers in North America, the teachers here at Uganda Family Spirit didn't just keep everything for themselves. They started a project here for the students.
Yeah, they have a project of
and
poultry.
the project is going to help them. Both, it is helping the teachers, it is helping the students also. The learners learn more about poultry, and in future, we hope, as they said, it will help you also in nutrition.
Yes.
Because when they lay eggs, I think that's part of nutrition. Yeah, and even a learner, after growing old, can also think of doing such a project.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
whereby it can earn him or her a living, a better living.
So the project is a poultry project. There's in one of the classes that aren't being used, There are now 30 chickens, I believe.
Yeah, 30.
And so they're getting ready to lay eggs, and so just seeing again that that connection of relationship. These teachers, the teachers here at Uganda Family Spirit, did not keep their salaries for themselves. They reinvested in the school. They reinvested in the students.
Yeah.
And I think that is a direct correlation of you guys' relationship with the school. So,
Yes.
again, just know that we think of you and pray for you often. You are all our very dear members of the Education Equals Hope family. If you would like to come and see the work of Isaac and Susan Rafunda here at Uganda Family Spirit in Masindi, send us a note or an email, leave a comment, and we will add you to our next Vision Team experience in Africa, which will probably be at some point in 2026. Thank you for...
Can you tell us some of the children we support and
Yes, thanks, Mika, for that question.
how many years have you been in partnership with
yes.
Uganda Family Spirit?
Yeah. So as Susan mentioned, there are 252 students here at Uganda Family Spirit, and Education Equals Hope has been in partnership with Uganda Family Spirit since July of 2022. Yes, so 3 years.
Yeah,
We need to have a
3
party.
Yeah, we need to.
And it's been a delightful 3 years. We look forward to the next 3 years, 13 years, 30 years of hope that you guys give here. Thank you for the difference that you make, not only in Masindi, but in the hearts of those of us who get to come and see your great work. Thank you for your prayers for Education Equals Hope. Thank you for your love and support. It is very much felt and appreciated. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, so everyone, again, please follow along. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, just to learn more about the work here at Uganda Family Spirit. If you would like to get involved in the work of Uganda Family Spirit, just go to our website, click on Give Hope Now, or you can learn more by going to Where We Work Uganda, and then there will be a page for Uganda Family Spirit. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing hope. Thank you for being hope to these amazing students, teachers, and partners here in Uganda. We truly could not do this without you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day.